The EPL is almost back, but for now we have the Carabao Cup for our entertainment, and we're going to go back to the fixtures. Last night we saw a couple of EPL sides in action. We saw 5 of them, and Anthony, I'm going to start with you. Leicester against Milton Keynes, not so much to talk about, but good one for Leicester. They are through to the final 8 of the Carabao Cup, and you say for a team that have had their struggles in the league, it just seems like in the cup competition they're doing not so bad.
Well, at the end of the day, it's MK Dons.
It's MK Dons at the end of the day.
It wasn't supposed to be a big test for Leicester City. They were expected to win and win comfortably, and they did. The good thing is Jamie Vardy was among the goal scorers. He hadn't played a lot this season. He didn't play a lot before the World Cup break. So good to see him get back on the score sheet. And what I think is a lot of teams have gotten enough rest, and we might see something different when the season restarts.
When the season restarts in a couple of days. But the all EPL clash, we saw Newcastle claim a slender 1-0 victory over Bournemouth. Newcastle are through to the last 8 of the Carabao Cup. Good one for the Magpies.
Oh yeah, and like I did note on the show yesterday, that was going to be a very close game.
Yeah, it was even a
for Newcastle as well. They missed a host of decent chances, and one comes up my head right now. The one by Almiron in the first half, from 2 yards out, and they basically missed. But at the end of the day, Newcastle's quality shone on the night, and glad to see them in the next round of the competition.
Fantastic. Stephen, to you, we saw Southampton come from a goal down to defeat 4th tier side Lincoln City 2-1. Southampton have had their struggles this season, but they've been able, to at least find a decent run, and now they are in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. What do you make of that win last night?
Well, it was good for them to come back from trailing by a goal. But if you're trailing by a goal to anybody who is not in your league, then we should be worried about you when the league actually gets.
Well, we've seen giant killers in this competition. So,
it's the EFL, so I expect somebody's going to get it at some point. But then what does it tell for you when the Premier League proper starts and all those hungry players get back from their holidays? You're going to collect. So Southampton, we're watching you.
And to the final game last night, we saw Wolverhampton Wanderers defeat Gillingham by 2-0. Good one for Wolves. They've been really, really poor so far this season. But the new coach, Julian Lopetegui, has gotten to a winning start. And I think for me, what was even more appealing was one of the scorers, Raul Jimenez. Who had been ruled out for a while. He's back to fitness, and he got on the score sheet in that 2-0 victory, while Ryan Ath-Nouri got the decisive goal later on to complete the 2-0 victory over Gillingham. So those teams are through to the final 8. Now we have fixtures to continue today. A couple of EPL sides are going to be in action. Nottingham Forest will be away at Blackburn Rovers. Brighton would be travelling to Charlton Athletic, and Manchester United take on Burnley. We're going to start with the biggest one because, Anthony, I'm going to lean with you with that. Manchester United taking on Burnley. Vincent Kompany has been doing a good job with Burnley. They're top of the championship and would probably be on their way to the EPL very, very shortly. It's going to be a true test for Erik ten Hag, when they face this Burnley side.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a proper test. But the good thing is United were in good form before the break for the World Cup. But then again, like I said, the break may have changed a few dynamics there. Burnley, on the other hand, have been playing in the Champions League. I think they've played 2 matches in the Champions League already since they resumed for the World Cup. Championship, since they resumed for the
they got a win over the weekend against, I think, Sheffield?
Yes. And Sheffield are second on the team.
That's
how good they are, actually. Gio Rodriguez scoring goals as well. Manazaruri, what's his name now? The Moroccan, who should return to the team as well. A good side. They should give United a stern test. Well, since it's at Old Trafford, it was at Turf Moor, and I've said maybe Burnley would put up a shock, but it's at Old Trafford. I think the home fans will just, push United to victory here. I think they'll get the win.
Okay, for the other one, but Brighton taking on Charlton Athletic. Charlton Athletic are in the 3rd tier League One, so really shouldn't be a challenge for this Brighton side.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, and beyond just being in the 3rd tier, they haven't had a good run of results since the resumption of the League One action. I think they've lost back-to-back games, and for Brighton, yes, they've been playing 1 or 2 friendly games, but again, in terms of quality, you can't look beyond Brighton getting a win away, and for De Zerbi as well, you would want to get a result from this game, and to just prepare them properly for the run of the festive period. I was talking to festival, everything. There's a lot I want to say. I'm at a festival. The festive fixtures, basically, and you'd expect them to win, but it's a cup game. We did see how some teams in the lower ranks did push some Premier League sides yesterday, but again, I'm looking forward to a Brighton victory.
Okay, and Stephen, quickly on to the final one. We're going to see Blackburn Rovers take on Nottingham Forest. Blackburn are third in the championship. They're a very impressive side. Yeah. And one person, Anthony always talks about Ben Brereton Diaz, who's that Chilean who's been scoring a lot of goals for Blackburn against Nottingham Forest, who at the bottom of the EPL, well, yes, still have some quality players in that squad. How do you see this one going? It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
Definitely. I feel this is probably the game that could give us a surprise. Nottingham Forest have been good. They've been playing friendlies while the World Cup was going on. I know that Taiwo Awoniyi scored in a couple of their friendlies. So they're an interesting place. Both teams, because of the performance of Nottingham Forest and the fact that all those players haven't quite gelled into a proper team just yet, they look like a side that could give each other problems. Blackburn Rovers will want to show their ambitions. Nottingham Forest want to show that they are a Premier League side. So I think this one can go either way. I am hopeful that Nottingham Forest will win, but if they do not, then I would not be offended if they lose.
Okay, so guys, quick one. Do we see any upsets?
Yes, I would like to say Blackburn will win tonight.
Blackburn will win tonight. I know we like Blackburn, and look, if you watch how they've been playing in the Championship, they're a decent side. I would really be happy.
They're third in the Championship.
Yeah, they're third. Like I said before, I think I would be happy to see them, gain promotion back into the EPL. But time will tell. So Anthony says he sees an upset. But any upset for you?
I think I quite disagree. I quite agree with Anthony.
Oh, okay.
At home, Blackburn and they're a very, very decent side.
Okay, Stephen?
Yeah, same thing. Blackburn Rovers. If you look at their last 3-4 fixtures, pretty impressive. They beat Ajax.
Well, that was a friendly.
That was a friendly.
It matters not.
Enjoyed this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.